And we're live. Welcome back. This is Don't Think Too Hard, the podcast brought to you by Andre, Johnny, and myself, Matchy. Oh, wait, we forgot about Patrick. Patrick, hopefully.
We didn't forget about you, bro.
We didn't forget about Patrick. It's just, I think for the time being, to spare my vocal cords, I think we remove Patrick from the introduction until he makes his return.
We will strike his name off.
Yes, we will strike his name off for now.
You're the master of intros, bro.
Master of intros?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that stuff.
You guys really think I'm that good at introductions?
I stumble over my words. So, yes, you good. You got it, bro. You're a news anchor. That's what you are.
I wish I was a news anchor. I always want to be a journalist. Anyways, welcome back. This is episode 39, almost to 40.
We should 40, do that.
What?
Do what? 40 journalism. Episodes?
We should do unlicensed journalism. Like
Unlicensed.
Six Buzz, but legit. Oh, did I just fire a shot?
I don't know.
I
have no idea.
But Six Buzz does all their journalism via Instagram, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do it YouTube.
Yeah, we could. Oh, you know what we could do? Open up a Twitch stream and have journalism that way.
I don't know how to use Twitch, bro.
I know. My brother's now a stream. I knew nobody who was a streamer. Now there's like 7 people I know who do streaming. Listen, it's crazy. And you know what's funny? I want to be a streamer now.
I have the mental age of a 75-year-old, so this form of technology is literally bursting the limits that I'm capable of comprehending.
There's no way I could be a streamer. You expect me to sit in front of a computer and listen and play and interact with people for like 4 to 5 hours at a time?
No, you can do it. You can do it like 3 hours, 3 hours.
I don't have the
hours.
RAM for that, bro.
I can't even think for 3 hours. You want me to speak for 3 hours straight, bro?
I'm so terrible.
Play. Like, if you're good enough, if you're good enough in whatever game you play, listen, sir, people watch you play.
I can't even play FIFA and talk to the person that I'm playing against without getting upset and discombobulated.
Oh, we don't want to talk about FIFA. I for those of you who don't know, I play a very competitive FIFA game mode, and I was on pace for like literally the greatest weekend of my life. And in the span of 5 games, it just
that's the scripting for you, bro. They can't let you have the best day of your life, otherwise you'll stop playing the game.
My God, I was so excited. I woke up this morning. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. Lost 6 straight. Fuck.
That's rough, bro.
Yeah, it was bad. No, I lied, 5 straight.
But that's why KSI doesn't play FIFA anymore.
KSI doesn't play FIFA because he doesn't need to.
Yo, all you gotta do is get big enough to get one boxing match, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Yo, no more. So let's just fight each other.
You could honestly, like, I think KSI is at a point of his career where he can literally take a shit, record it, and post it on YouTube, and he will get paid the millions off ad revenue his video.
Making music now, that.
Yeah. He's actually he's not terrible.
He's not bad.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like his music because it's not my style of music, but he is making a name for himself. So
yeah, it's not bad.
He went a long way from JJ in his bedroom packing Iniesta on FIFA 13. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he went from rapping about Van Persie leaving Arsenal to I don't know whatever he raps about now.
Lamborghini, side chicks, and something else.
Oh yeah.
And diss tracks. He makes a lot of diss tracks now.
I don't know, bro. I don't know anything. I'm not going to pretend like I know what's going on in today's society, bro, because I don't.
But that would make you think too hard, bro. You just got to skim the surface and then
just fill in the blanks.
That's what I'm saying. Go to the news line, read the headline. Do I read the story?
And now you're informed, bro.
You're informed. Like, these headlines now are so in depth. It's like, you know what they do with these headlines now? It's like, imagine you're writing an email, but you accidentally write the email in the subject bar.
Yeah.
That's what these
bro, I read an article where it was like scientists at CERN found a 5th force that is going to have to reshape the current model of physics. And I was like, oh, let me read it.
And it was literally that repeated.
And I turned off my phone. I was like, wow, I don't understand what you're saying. You're not giving me a word.
It's okay, man. The headlines are basically like squirrel writes letter to Jesus. And then when you read the article, it's like some dude who found a squirrel and then wrote a letter to his friend named Jesus about the squirrel. That's how it goes.
It's just clickbait. That's what the internet has turned into, bro.
You know who does clickbait down to a science? Mr. Beast. Like, that guy has the YouTube algorithm and naming the the subjects and like the titles of videos. He got that shit down to a science. Like he is.
Would I be
he's so brilliant
uncultured
at that.
if I don't know who that is?
Do you know that guy who just hands out money on YouTube?
He gives people expensive things. That's all. I haven't seen a single of his videos, but I know he gives people expensive things.
Yeah, well, he's one of
Isn't
the.
that Vitaly?
No.
What? I don't know who that is.
No,
Who the heck
no.
is Vitaly?
Vitaly is I don't know.
From Science?
No. There was some guy vitalized Vitaly Z. I don't know. A long time ago.
No idea who that is. Listen.
Yes.
Okay, you can continue now.
Okay.
What?
No, he's doing that thing. Is like it's like I always said.
What? I'm so confused. You guys are losing me right now.
The joke is like when you say it's like I always said, and usually somebody fills that space in with something that he always said, but you don't say anything.
Oh,
yeah.
Fair. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with jumping in and finishing people's sentences. Like I pissed off my boss the other day because he's like, so you have to do. I'm like, yeah, I know, I have to do this. He's like, no, let me finish, man. And he got like really, really upset with me. I it's an issue of mine. Like I genuinely have to like, I don't know. This podcast kind of helped me with you guys because like I don't tend to interrupt you guys that much. At least I try not to interrupt you guys. But I used to be like finishing people's sentences because I'm the smartest guy in the room. Just how
if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong rooms. How are you ever going to learn anything? Be better. Work on yourself and be better.
I do that for the opposite reason. Well, not the opposite reason, but I do it to like make it seem like I'm involved in the conversation. It's like, oh, I know we're so in tune on the same wavelength. I'm going to finish your thought for you.
I'm not even.
And then when I'm wrong, I'm like, oh,
that's what you meant.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think I've mastered the art of trying to talk about something that I don't know anything about. You know how many conversations I had with people and they think I'm really into things and I don't know anything. But like it's like a mix between agreeance and then like saying small things like, you know, like if I talk about basketball, like I don't really know much. But then if someone says, I was like, yeah, it's like when RJ Barrett, he's a good scorer of the ball, and then they'll just be like, yeah. And I'm just like, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know, watch basketball every day.
It's one of those things where I don't do it nearly as good as you say you do it. But one thing that helps me engage in conversation, I got no idea what I'm talking about, would be agree, repeat what they said back to them.
In a different phrase.
In a different phrase. And then you do like one in order to kind of do it, you kind of change it. So it'd be like, yeah, I agree with you. Like, all right, let's say, I don't know, fucking Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the best 3-point shooter in the world. It's like, yeah, I agree. But would he be the same kind of player if he played on a different team? Like, so, like the most basic line you could add on to that, and then they just take care of the rest of the conversation, and that's how you do. That's
what all these sports anchors do at TSN.
It's like, 100%. And ESPN, bro, they know absolutely nothing. I was watching these 4 analysts talking about hockey. I'm like, you guys are the most brain dead human beings on the face of the planet.
I haven't watched a pundit in
years. I saw Sid 6-0 on like a morning show.
Yeah, he left Sportsnet and now he works at Breakfast Television now.
Listen, bro, you're part of the Score, okay?
Sportsnet.
Yeah, or no, like way back in the day, he was part of the Score. Like he had his own Sid 6-0 show. Like you're that guy. You're not a morning show host. Get out of here, bro.
What trips me out a lot is there are people on the radio, like radio personalities, who move radio stations. And I hear them on a different radio station, and I'm like, wait, am I listening to that radio station? I look, I'm like, oh no, they moved, and it just sounds so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Or like when you're watching the news, and a news anchor switches networks, and then you're on a different channel, and they pop up, and it's like, you quit? You didn't even tell me. You didn't even let me know that you're gonna be here. What's going on? You just hear the news and you didn't report it. That's crazy.
I really wish I could relate to what your guys are saying, but I don't watch the news or listen to the radio, so I have never had this experience.
Bro, it's just dinner time. Whenever I'm having dinner with my family and they have that CP24 or like CBC News on, I'm like, I just get used to the faces, and then when I don't see them again,
when I'm watching dinner, I'm either watching Netflix or anime. There's nothing else.
How can
I
you
can't watch
eat?
I don't know what's
anime,
going
bro.
on.
Like, listen, I can't watch.
Why not?
Like, I don't. Well, how do you watch anime
They
eating
don't
dinner?
understand. Oh yeah, because
How could I not watch anime?
Wait,
eating
You're telling
dinner?
me you
do you watch
eat?
English dub?
Yeah, you eat and
You
you
watch-
read
I do
subtitles.
both. Why not? Have you ever
That's
never
nuts.
eaten and read a book? Have you ever not eaten and like
Listen,
did
very
your
hard.
homework
See,
or something?
For somebody who says
Nah.
they have trouble multitasking, I was at work trying to finish Vinland Saga, and it was the hardest thing ever. Like I got either no work done, or I missed pieces of the episode. Speaking
Yo, I
of
still
which,
haven't watched Demon Slayer. I'm sorry, guys.
yo, can we?
You know, I don't even care about it anymore. Don't watch it. You know what? At this point, don't ever watch it. If I ever hear you tell me that you watched it, I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna slap you. Don't
Speaking
watch
of-
it anymore.
speaking
I
of
don't
I
care.
watched the first 2
No,
minutes of
shh, I don't
Jujutsu
care.
Kaisen, and then
I
I
don't even.
stopped.
I don't care about
Yo,
that
yo,
either. Don't watch.
Can
You know what?
I mention something about Jujutsu?
No, wait. Before you do that, I need Johnny to know that I don't ever want to hear you or see you watch another anime for
But
the.
what if I get really into it?
I don't
That,
care.
that
Don't
goes
watch
for
it.
Patrick as well. That goes for
Don't watch
Patrick as well.
anime anymore.
That goes.
Why is he getting smoked? Why am I
No,
getting
no,
smoked?
no, no,
with
no, no.
Patrick?
This
He's not
goes
even
for
here,
Patrick
bro.
as well because I've preached like Patrick every like at least once a month comes up to me and says, "Yo, I'm trying to get into anime. What anime should I start?" And I always tell him, "Death Note." Still hasn't watched it.
Because he wants you to give him another option other than Death Note.
Demon
Dude,
Slayer.
Death Note is the most perfect starter anime.
Other than Demon Slayer.
No, Demon Slayer is the most
No.
perfect starter anime. I've had
You
this
think so?
conversation before.
I think
Cowboy
Demon Slayer.
Bebop.
Yo, I think
Listen.
Demon Slayer is way too. It's
Cowboy
too
you
high on
want
the tier list.
26 episodes.
Demon
Jazz
Slayer
funk.
is super mid, so that's why I would put it there.
No,
Cowboy Bebop.
listen. No.
There's no.
Here's why.
You
Here's
watch
why
the
I don't
English
think
dub.
Demon Slayer's artwork automatically takes it above.
That's the only reason why people
get-
love it so much.
I get it, and
Cowboy
listen,
Bebop, bro.
But listen, anime. Do you think someone watching Demon Slayer for the first time, first anime ever, they go to Demon Slayer? You think that's a good starter anime? Not a chance,
Yes.
because then they're gonna go to every other anime and completely
same
be turned off by the
expectations?
artwork.
No,
Just-
That's why you gotta watch
because-
Cowboy
No, no, no,
Bebop,
no.
bro.
No.
Dude,
Listen,
see that
listen
retro
to- You're
vibe,
not. Listen.
What do you
listen,
mean, man?
Listen, sir.
Cowboy Bebop.
Sir,
I will say Cowboy
Sir.
Bebop until the cows come
listen.
home.
Shut your mouth.
You
You're
later,
not. You
Space
can't watch
Cowboy.
anime anymore.
Cowboy Bebop.
You're not allowed. In fact, forget all the anime that you have watched. Forget about it. Just pretend it doesn't
No.
exist anymore. No,
Cowboy Bebop
No.
is probably the greatest anime
No.
of all time.
shut your mouth.
It's better than what's it called?
Samurai
Full Metal-
Shampoo's better.
His face.
Don't ever say that again.
All right, go ahead, Andre. What'd you say about that?
Listen. Demon Slayer. This is why I say it. If you want people to know what anime is, Demon Slayer is the
Cowboy
better
Bebop.
option because it is very basic in terms of its themes and story wise and character story and setup and all that stuff. And it's new, so it's relevant. And yeah, animation is top tier animation, but there's other anime with top tier animation.
Listen, yeah. But listen,
what I'm
don't-
saying is,
okay.
no, let me finish.
Go ahead,
Bebop
go
has
ahead.
the best
Go ahead.
OST.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
And then, if you're going after anime that are more complex, if you go after Death Note or
Vinland Saga.
even Vinland Saga, yeah, sure, Vinland Saga, Jujutsu Kaisen, those are very high tiered and complex story base. And if you fall in love with that stuff, you won't get into anime. You
And
might
then if
watch
you
a
want to
few,
go,
but you're not going to get into
But yo,
anime.
don't you
Demon
think-
Slayer, if you like Demon Slayer, then you're going to like majority of anime because that's what majority of anime
Yo,
is.
but don't you think that Demon Slayer is? I think Demon Slayer sets the bar a little too high for a new viewer because a new viewer is
'cause
gonna
it's
watch.
mid.
No, but
oh no, I think he's
No,
saying
listen,
the artwork is so good that
it's
they
so
don't want to see
beautiful
real
that-
life anymore.
exactly. So you're gonna watch Demon Slayer. A brand new person watches Demon Slayer. No other anime is going to compete with Demon Slayer. It is not going to attract their interest if Demon Slayer is the first anime they watch because it's
Honestly,
just not as nice.
That's why you
Listen,
gotta watch
you
Cowboy
also-
Bebop.
because, yo,
Honestly,
Andre,
the Fate series has better animation than Demon Slayer, anyways.
okay,
So-
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never heard of the Fate series. So
Tell me watch Dragon Ball Z, bro. You go brain dead, and then it's good fight scenes, but then the animation is like, bro, this guy's glitching out of reality.
like
but it's okay.
if we're really being serious about this, if Naruto was, let's say, 50 episodes, it would be the easiest anime to get into, right? It's got decent animation, it's got super easy storyline to follow, easy characters to remember and understand. Yo, okay, so can I move to Jujutsu?
Move there.
I have zero
'Cause-
expertise in this show, so I'm gonna
Listen,
have to just go
it
off what
just
you
won
say.
anime of the year. It just won anime of the year.
Okay.
That's false.
I don't
'cause
think it was
Vinland
that good.
Saga is probably the best anime of this generation.
What
Like,
anime is better? What anime this last year was better?
Jujutsu. No.
Vinland Saga.
No. I'm not saying Jujutsu. Jujutsu deserves to be number one, like the best anime of the year. It's without a doubt a great anime. I think it's just a little bit overrated.
Do you coming from a guy who's hyping up Demon Slayer?
I never
That is
hyped up.
You
I-
just
Cowboy-
did right now.
All I said
Cowboy
was Demon
Bebop.
Slayer.
No.
Dude,
No.
All I
Sir?
didn't one. Yo, dude, shut
Sir?
up. Now it's my turn to talk. You shut the fuck up. It's my turn to talk. I never hyped up Demon Slayer. All I said is I think Demon Slayer, the artwork for Demon Slayer is a little too good to be a starter anime. That's all I'm saying. I never said it was better than Jujutsu.
Yo, all I'm
But
saying is that
all-
Cowboy Bebop has the best soundtrack over
You shut up
fight
too.
scenes, has the
No.
best character depth over 26 episodes, and Spike Spiegel is still one of the most
Listen.
memorable characters of all.
I
anime.
think
I'm saying.
Jujutsu was good. It was a fun watch.
Nah,
People saying it's oh my god the best
Yo,
anime
Monster
of all
doesn't even
time.
have
I
fight
have to
scenes.
strongly disagree. I like Jujutsu was fun. It was a good anime.
Monster
Okay,
doesn't
well,
even
it's
have
not the
fight
best
scenes. It's
anime
still one
of
of the
all
best
time.
I
animes.
know, but I'm saying people are just hyping it up like it's the
not the
fucking.
best of all time.
It's the
great,
New
though.
Testament. People are hyping this shit up like it's the New
Cowboy
Testament, man.
Bebop
It's
is the
not.
best of.
Listen,
Oh, it's definitely not.
anime in general, nothing is touching. Right now, it's a toss up between Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood
Agreed.
and
Cowboy
Attack on
Bebop.
Titan. Depending on how,
I don't
depending
know
on how Attack on
Bro,
Titan.
I don't ask for
depending on how
depression,
Attack on
bro.
Titan.
I don't want to watch Attack on Titan because I don't want depression. So it can't be the best because the best makes me want to end my life. Why? Why is that the best? Why does that have to be the greatest anime?
I agree though.
Why is that the pinnacle?
With Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is without a question number one, and I don't think there hasn't been, and there won't. I don't think there will be an anime to
And it
surpass. it.
Cowboy
depends.
Bebop.
And it
You-
depends.
dude, I don't think
Actually,
so.
You haven't
Dude,
watched Attack on Titan.
I'm on
beginning to
season
end.
3 right now. But
Yeah, so how are you saying it's not the best? I wouldn't even discuss Attack on Titan being the best until now. Now, when we're getting to the story and dealing with some of the complexities and character moments,
when I
character
get there-
development
when I get
moments,
there-
story intricacies, that's why I'm bringing it close. But I
So-
still think Brotherhood is still number one.
so
Listen,
when I
any
get
story
there, we'll
that
talk
has
about it
my
further.
depression overshadowing the plot intricacies, it can't be good because there's too
All I'm
much
telling you,
emotional
bro-
trauma for me to even focus on the story.
And
It's
all
like,
the anime
why
I've been
are-
watching recently has all been depressing, like heavy depression, bro.
Bro,
That's all I'm saying to you,
anime
bro.
should make you want to be a superhero. Like it should make you want to be the main
No,
character
man.
in your own story, bro.
No,
Why is it
it
got to be
shouldn't.
like, hey, this guy's gonna die? Oh, you have an attachment to this character? Oh yeah, they're gonna get eviscerated in episode 3. Oh yeah, this guy's mom. Yeah, that guy. She raised him. Yeah, she's gonna get eaten. Yeah, that. She deserved that. Nope, I don't need it. Life is already as depressing as it is. I don't need anime to tell me that characters can just pop in and out of my life. That's mad.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this: Jujutsu Kaisen put a character in the opening. Okay, they're like, "Hey, look, he's hanging out with all his friends. He's gonna be friends with everybody."
Yeah.
Then in the show, they immediately murdered him and his mother, and they were never friends. They never had a chance to be friends
That's crazy. Why you gotta do that?
because
That's-
you're not expecting it.
You know
Because
what it is?
you're not expecting it.
Anime gives you Stockholm syndrome, where it gives you so much trauma that it develops an emotional connection to the show that you just can't stop watching it. That's what it
You know
is.
what?
It's a
Maybe it
massive
does.
psyop.
I can't even get into this as deep as I want to, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's my top 2 right there, as of right now. Attack on Titan, and no, let's do it in order. Brotherhood first, Attack on Titan 2.
When I get to wherever you are in Attack on Titans, I'll state my own opinion. But where Attack on Titans is right now, I don't rate it very, very, very highly, to be honest. That's just me.
It's just an overload of depression.
It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't really matter what Machi says because Attack on Titan's rated #1 on anime list, which is an anime community whole rating. So
okay, that's good. As far as I'm concerned, anime should be opinion based, and there's nothing factual about anime. If you
there is, there's facts about it. If you look at pure production value, story complexity, character development,
the fight scenes are pretty dope.
You're telling me. So you're telling me if I didn't like Brotherhood, if I didn't like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, if I personally didn't like Brotherhood,
that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm just saying there are. I'm just saying there are aspects.
I don't like Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's still the top.
Yes. Okay. Yes. People do. I hate Messi, but I also cannot deny the unarguable facts of his talent. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to like Attack on Titan.
Yes,
but the way
I'm not arguing.
Well-written characters, the way it's set up, you can't argue. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm not saying that's bad, man. I'm not saying Attack on Titan is a bad anime. I'm saying I'm personally not enjoying it as much as people should have. And I'm just like Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't enjoy it as much as people said I should have enjoyed it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't care what your enjoyment level is. That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about.
I just wanted to state my opinion to the world that I thought Jujutsu was a little bit overrated.
Because I said something and then you got back at me using whatever you said. So then I was defending my point, saying that's not even what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm coming from.
I feel like arguing with Andre is so difficult because you'll argue the point with him, and then he will start taking shit from other places.
Are you insane?
Hitting. It's like, dude, I'm arguing with you. I'm telling you my opinion. Stop arguing with facts. I'm just giving my opinion.
That is not just what happened, bro.
Dude, that is what happened. That's exactly how you argue.
Not what
every argument we've ever had starts off with me stating an opinion and you hitting me with facts. I'm like, dude, I'm giving you an opinion, man. You can't argue my opinion. You can't change my mind on my opinion. You can tell me, oh, Jujutsu is the best anime because it has this much production into it or this much on pureanimebullshit.com, whatever. If the point is, if I don't like it, if I don't enjoy it, I don't care where anime #1 ranks it. I care that I didn't enjoy the anime. That's all I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is that Cowboy Bebop is top 3 best animes of all time.
I've actually never seen it, but I hear a lot of good things. So I'm not even gonna deny you your facts because I hear a lot of good things from
the only thing I'll say that I believe is 100% sure is that this soundtrack is probably one of the best and most unique soundtracks ever.
I won't fight you. I've never heard it. I can't fight you anything.
Okay. How about this? I'll watch Demon Slayer at the same time you're watching Cowboy.
No. How long?
No, I don't want you to watch. I don't want you to watch
26 episodes.
26. All right. I'll if it's 26 episodes, I'll watch it. I'll watch it for you, and we can talk about it next week.
I appreciate
you
that.
You two talk about it next week. I don't want you to watch Demon Slayer. How about that?
Why?
Because we've had this conversation.
A man can't forget, bro. Listen,
if I ask you for $5 every day for 3 months, different. Eventually I'm like, you know what? I don't want the money anymore.
That's
you know what? Fuck
man.
I don't. Because now I just know not to give you. No, now I know just not to give you money anymore. Wait. Okay,
but
don't give me the money.
You didn't phrase the request as if you needed me to watch Demon Slayer. That's why I didn't watch it.
I don't need you to do anything.
No, but if you needed me to watch Demon Slayer, just like you needed me to give you $5.
If I gave you $5 today, I wouldn't need you to give it back to me, but I would figure that maybe he would want to since I want it back, right?
Well, I didn't receive any. You didn't give me anything. You just told me to.
You know what? I'm gonna let you guys talk. I've talked too much.
We're gonna put a poll. We're gonna put a poll on Instagram to say whether
7 people is not a good sample size for a poll.
Yeah, I'll Google it, bro. I'm gonna Google it right now, and it's gonna give me. Should I
watch Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer.
Like Google the site.
I'm pretty sure Reddit is gonna give. Look, the first result, Demon Slayer. 10 reasons why it's a must watch anime series.
Reason number 1, its artwork is beautiful. That's the one thing.
It has a historical Japanese setting. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Art and animation, you guys already, and the fight choreography. I like that. World building, that's something. rants. No slow burn. I don't like slow. Hold on. Did you just disrespect Vinland Saga in trying to up?
Listen, but no.
I'm not watching this. I'm not.
Can I say something about Vinland Saga? I thought it was so good. And like I get why the ending ended the way it ended. Like I get the significance behind it. I get the lesson that the artists and the creators were trying to say and portray.
Yeah,
I was so upset.
It's a prologue.
I know, but I'm just saying I'm upset with it.
Like what do you like? What do you mean? Like you?
I can't say it because if someone's watching this and gets this, like I know one of our viewers is currently watching Vinland Saga, so I'm not going to spoil what happened. But
I honestly don't even remember how it ended. To be honest with you,
like, are you upset about the dagger? Like the dagger?
That I'm just excited. Yo, listen. From the moment the prince, that fucking shitty prince showed up, it just I don't know. For some reason, the pace of the show just died for me. That's all. And it just like I found myself forcing myself to finish it rather than, being like, holy shit, I gotta watch the next episode. You know what I mean?
See, that's how I feel about Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is good. It's not exceptional. It's
good. For me, I agree. It was like when that happened, it was like there was someone put a kettle on the fire and it was just boiling up. And so all you're seeing is the steam. But then when you actually open the pot, then it's gonna like so that's me. I honestly don't even know a little bit of what you're trying to say with like the slow burn and then it leads to a fiery explosion, and that's what I'm waiting for. I can deal with the suspense, the story build up until now.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed myself.
I get why you don't. Why it kind of bothered you that piece of the
yeah. I don't know. It just and then they in the like. I get it's a prologue, and then they showed a bunch of teasers like for the future direction of the show, and it's like in that 60-second clip, all I know is that someone is heading to Vinland. That's all I know.
I mean, it's called Vinland Saga, so it's
I know. So that's what I get that. Listen, all I want to see is Thor kill again, because that guy was a fucking animal. That guy is such an awesome character. Love it.
He's jokes.
Yeah.
Actually no, I can't even. I almost spilled something there. I was sad when one of the guys had to basically go berserk.
Yeah.
But it was. I understood why he had to do it. But
I mean, like I feel like. I don't know. This is just me, but I feel like a lot of the characters in Vinland, especially in Vinland, weren't needed. You know what I mean? They put so much emphasis in some of the characters that just didn't need emphasis at all. Like those two twin brothers, I don't feel like they needed any sort of emphasis.
I think it was important because like it shows the lifestyle.
I feel like they were like the human part of it. You know what I mean? Like everyone else is part of the troop. They're like, oh yeah, we got this, we're gonna do it. But they're the only ones who had like doubts and like were scared. Every
fair. Through them, it shows the actual human toll of what the journey took on a human being, and then how like, oh, I don't like Vikings because they're like this, but then here are Vikings who completely just change their nature because of what they've been through. So I kind of like that.
Fair enough. Yeah,
but that's just me. I'm just a very oddball kind of guy.
I like Vin, and I love story building. That's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why I like Attack on Titan. It has a lot of slow moments.
Hopefully,
a lot of slow moments.
Hopefully, Attack on Titans will
it's worth
change my mind going forward. Hopefully, like, I don't know.
Okay, honestly, I don't even want it to change your mind. Hate it. I hope you hate it. I'm just. You know what? No, forget it. I hope you hate it.
What do you ever get over like how many episodes do I have to watch until the death toll just
becomes numb anymore? Just becomes numbing.
I don't know, like 3 of them.
3? Bro, I watched 3 and then I stopped.
No, actually, the death toll. The reason why the death toll like it always hurts is because they do really good jobs at making them seem human and important.
Yeah, like it hurts,
and then they get taken away from you constantly.
Yeah. All the time. It's not even all the time because I only watched literally an hour's worth of the show, and I was like, okay, I can't. I'm waiting for Giants. Like, bro, I watched the 3rd episode. Oh no, was it the 3rd or 2nd? And then I stopped, looked out my window, and in my mind, I was half expecting to see a huge smiley face just staring at me, and I'm like, this is how they felt before they got gobbled. Yes.
before they turn.
But I'm gonna tell you that, like, going in from that's like a fear. That's just like straight fear. I have a clear goal. The story goes very simple to very complex. Like this, right? So it goes from I need to kill Titans to I need to go find a basement to something else entirely.
I have a feeling. I think because I've seen clips because the internet, but I feel like there's a lot of human politics that intertwine with the Titan fighting.
It's
there's factions that go
it's
against.
more political, but it's more than just that. It gets. I don't want to say too much because Matthew wants to watch it, so I'm not going to get too into it. But it gets a lot more complex and deep beyond just politics.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
No, I already said it. I hope you hate it forever.
Okay. Wait.
You know what? And if I hate it, so be it. So be it.
No, not so be it. That'll be how the world should work. I hope you come out at the end of it and you say this is the worst thing I ever watched in my life.
Well, obviously it's not because
I wasted all your time. That's what I hope. I hope you feel like all your time was wasted from beginning to end.
Listen, it can't be worse because I'm caught up to Boruto right now, so it can't be the worst thing I've ever watched.
I'm not even an anime fan, like a hardcore guy. Don't ever mention that show.
As far as I'm concerned, so I was talking to Sean. You guys know Sean. I was talking to Sean, and he's like, "Why are you still watching it?" I'm like, "Because I have to." He's like, "Dude, just fucking read it." So I'm now 3 episodes behind and reading the manga. But I don't know. I think as far as I'm concerned, Naruto ended after the fight in the final after the fight in the final valley, and then anything after that is fan fiction.
Honestly, bro, if I delve too deep into Naruto, I would hate so much of it. But I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of the Naruto hype is bias.
They nerfed Madara. He should have ended the series. And everyone should have been in the dream state.
Dude, they nerfed Sasuke and Naruto.
Bro, they nerfed Pain. This guy annihilated a whole village, and Naruto's like, "But I can fix it." And he's like, "You're right.
Listen,
let me restore."
They spent 700 episodes trying to teach people that conflict resolution is important. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what they did. They said, "Don't fight, guys. Talk it out and you'll solve all your problems." That's what they spent that whole thing teaching us. Okay?
Listen, can we not can we Can we stop talking about Naruto because I don't want to dive like you said, I don't want to dive into it and ruin the enjoyment I had watching it. I don't want to ruin.
The Chunin exams was the highlight of the entire.
The Chunin exams is when that anime ended. You say
as far as I'm concerned, it was Chunin exams and anytime Itachi was on screen.
Yeah, I love Itachi.
Yeah.
I love Itachi. That guy's a goat.
Madara is OP'd. AF.
Anyways,
let's please not talk about that.
About Man United winning right now is that Tottenham is losing.
Tottenham's losing?
Hold on, I want to see this.
You're a liar.
Can we talk about Jesse Lingard is literally the greatest football player.
He's Lingardinho. He's literally won 4 Ballon d'Ors secretively. And
dude, can I say how happy I am for the guy?
I'm actually, because I even roasted him. I was like, this guy's the most useless player ever, and then now he's just like, let me just Lingard Naldo.
Also, can we consider the season a wash? Dortmund's not in Champions League. Liverpool is not in Champions League. West Ham and Leicester are in Champions League. Wolfsburg's in Champions League. Like I don't like this season. Story. As far as I'm concerned, this season's a write off. We should just
Man City's
it.
in first place, then all is right in the Premier League.
Listen, no. Man City are a bunch of oil money laundering frauds. All right, that was that Dortmund Champions League game was the biggest robbery I've seen. That was the biggest robbery. That Dortmund Man City game was the biggest robbery since Chelsea Barcelona in 2000. When was it? 2010.
Chelsea Barcelona.
It's honestly so funny, man. I see you complaining about these little things, and then it's because you don't watch the Premier League every single.
That
Man City eats.
But
What
it's
happened
not-
in your game is tame compared to the shit Premier
Dude.
League teams have to deal with.
But you agree that Man City just gets shit handed to them like it's nothing.
No. That's Man United, and they got to
Oh
take
my
their own medicine.
Lord
briefly.
have mercy, dude. That
They
game
actually
was.
don't.
Man
All right,
City lost
maybe
to
not.
Leeds.
No. Fine.
10
Maybe
men,
yo.
10
listen,
men leads.
Listen,
yesterday.
maybe that was a FIFA game, by the way. That Man City might not get Man City might get robbed there a few times. All I'm saying is that game against Dortmund on Tuesday last week was probably the most fucked robbery of a game I've seen since Chelsea Barcelona 2000 and whenever Drogba got that got
When he
taken
slapped the
down
player?
and when Drogba got taken down in the box, no penalty, and then Barca had like 2 handballs and they didn't call a single penalty.
Oh,
Like that's how bad
I've
that game
seen
was.
worse. I saw worse yesterday, bro.
Listen, I'm talking about Champions League in the Champions League.
bro, that off
Champions League means
Liverpool?
nothing. Okay, Champions League is a league for peasants. Only waste men go to the Champions League.
And this is coming
Yo,
from an Arsenal
this
fan.
guy's-
All right, so this is coming from an Arsenal
That's the
fan.
only reason why he's saying it.
Jesus. Yeah,
Bro.
no, that's horrible. Like
No,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know what they
Yesterday,
got.
I saw Firmino, no, was it Robertson get called offside because the wind took the sleeve of the underside of his jersey a little too far past his armpit, and he's offside. That's what I saw yesterday.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. But Trent scored a nice goal.
I know.
That was a nice goal. by
But it
Trent.
was just like where, and the fact that in the frame, the freeze frame that they gave, you couldn't see the ball, so you didn't know when the player hit the ball.
They never know. They guess.
Well, yeah, but at least give me the illusion that you're seeing the ball being struck on camera. Here, he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure based on his form and technique, he hit the ball right here. So offside
It's
by millimeters.
Yeah, that whole
The
offside
lines are
rule
thick
stuff.
enough.
The offside rule is I don't know. I think it might need a little bit of a rework, or you leave it up to strictly human error, because
then today-
VAR is just fucking shambolic. I think remove VAR. Actually, no, I don't know, because VAR, they used it for Man City, and then when Dortmund should have had a VAR call, they didn't get VAR for them. So I don't know what the fuck the point of VAR is. Apparently, it was because the ref blew the whistle before Jude shot the ball into the net. So it wasn't a callback to VAR, which is just fucking dumb. But whatever. Hopefully we'll beat them on Wednesday.
You guys have an away goal, or an away
Yeah,
goal.
2-1.
Should be fine.
I hope you
City.
don't. I hope you lose.
Yeah,
You pissed me off today. I hope you lose.
I pissed you off today. Yeah, okay.
Oh man,
love
I'm so antagonistic today, bro. I'm pushing all the buttons.
Listen, you want me to push your button? When I open up the Premier League table, I don't even you know how the Premier League table cuts in half.
Wow,
You have to scroll
you're gonna
down.
go there, bro.
You have to scroll down to see the bottom half teams. When
Yeah.
I open it, I don't even see Arsenal on that list. So
Wow.
It's like calling an obese person fat. Like, you can't hurt me with the knowledge I already have. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say? Yes, we're bad. I know. I'm aware. What do you want me to say, bro? You think you can hurt me more than Arsenal does? Impossible.
I saw this
See,
funny
that's why.
tweet. I saw this funny tweet where it was a Dortmund analyst, and he said, "So I was looking for like a Prem team to support to kind of get more driven to watch the Premier League more. And you guys are suggesting Arsenal. It's like, why would I watch Arsenal? I already watch Dortmund on a regular basis. So
I don't understand what that means.
it means we're just as bad as you guys. Yeah. So why?
I don't know what to say. Yo, I don't know.
We're bad, man. We're bad. We're bad.
I mean, you can't be that bad because you're actually in Champions League.
No, we're not.
What
mean,
We
place
are
you-
currently in 5th.
No, I mean like currently, as in like you're playing in Champions League.
Oh,
You have been for the last 5 years.
Bro,
or so.
I don't know if you've noticed, but people come to Arsenal to regain form. Whenever they're on a dip and they're low in form, they start losing games, and they say, "Oh, we got Arsenal next. All right, bless." Liverpool beat us; they've won ever since. Look at that.
At least
you guys aren't like, hey, Man City won the league, you know, so we're gonna go and take their old retired center back, because apparently now Boateng's going to Dortmund. Like, we're just fucking buying up.
Boateng?
Yeah, we're buying up Germany's 2014 World Cup squad.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Howard next.
Y'all are trying to do to Bayern what they did to you, but you're just doing it wrong.
Yeah, we're doing it way wrong.
You guys are gonna get Lewandowski back next.
Yeah, we're gonna get Lewandowski back when he's like 39 and scoring.
Instead of ripe fruit, you're taking the spoiled fruit, and he's like,
no. Instead of ripe, we're taking a beautiful apple that's been bitten up, and like all you have is the core, and it's like, here you go. Have the scraps.
Takes your food out your hand and then hands you back the empty bag, bro.
Yeah, that's what we're getting. That's exactly what's happening here.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
How's Milan doing, Johnny?
They won yesterday.
Ibra got sent off, no?
Yeah, I don't know what he said. He said something to the ref, and then he got a straight red. I was like, wow, you got to say something flagrant about to this ref to get.
Honestly, Ibra probably slept with his ref's wife, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And he probably has proof. And he's like, remember when you came in and saw me with your wife? That's probably what happened.
He probably said his wife braised like a donkey. And then he's like, oh, how did you know that? And then he sends him off because he couldn't allow the rumors to spread. And then that's what happened. But we still got the W.
I'm very curious. Did they ever say what he said?
I didn't. I tried looking it up live, but there was no reports. I don't know what he said, to be honest. But
it's a straight red though, because you guys are not going to have him for the next little bit.
I'm assuming that it was about somebody's mother, because the last player that we had got a straight red for talking to the ref said his mother was a prostitute. So Ibra probably said something like that, and then Yo,
refs are so sensitive, bro.
Yeah, it's like, shut up and do your job. Take the hit.
Yeah,
hold on, I'm looking this up. I'm looking this up right now.
The stuff that players say to other players is crazy.
Yeah.
And for refs hear it, but they can't do anything about it. So it's like, bro, why are you upset? Just take the L or whatever, and that's it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it just says he insulted he insulted the official. That's all.
Oh, it says Ibra's last sentence was, "Then I don't care what you say," and that was it. Then you don't care what I say, and then that's when the ref gave him a red, which was kind of stupid. Like, it just felt stupid because the players weren't even like shocked. The players were kind of like, "What? Like, why is he coming off for that?" Like, when Rebic got the red, it was like, you shouldn't have said that, bro. But with Ibra, it's like, what's going on, sir? I don't know why.
It's probably because they know Ibra by now, bro, and then they're just like, yo, that's not even like on the list of the top 10 shit that he usually says, and you're getting at him for that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But we're nice. We're playing nice. I like it. I love Kessie.
Winning the league.
You think he's gonna leave?
No. Inter got it.
Inter's got it.
But we don't have the team to win the league.
I think you guys have the starting 11 to win the league. I don't think you have the depth.
We don't. Yeah. I mean, if you take off Ibra, we kind of lose bite. We kind of lose our teeth up front. So we need.
Who's your other striker?
Is Rebic or Liao?
You want to talk about a team who loses their bite without their starting striker, like a Bayern? Holy shit! Choupo-Moting is.
Yo, he scored.
But they can still their
he
team
scored because they gave it to him on a platter. Like, it's crazy how important a player like Lewandowski is to a team like Bayern. Like, I was watching their game against did they play Union? I think they played Union Berlin yesterday. And it's like, in the final third, they just had nothing. They had nothing. They would do so well.
Well, I was surprised he even got there. Like, how did he even get to Bayern, bro? Like, he's a Schalke reject. How did he even get to Bayern?
I mean, listen. When you have a player like Lewandowski, you sign him to be like, okay, Lewandowski we know is a tank. Doesn't have any injury problems. At most, he'll miss a game. So we'll just buy Choupo-Moting. Like, what? We drop points in one game in like the season. It's like no, now that's all. It's like oh shit, now we have to rely on him for like 4 games.
Well, you know what it is? It's because if they bought any other striker, that striker would have wanted playing time. But Moting is the type of striker where he's like, I will never argue about the playing time I get because I know I'm trash. So it's like, hey, you want to put me on, coach? 89th minute, 1 minute stoppage time. Put me in.
But they should also know when you have a player like Lewandowski there, like there's very little you can say to argue your right to start.
Yeah, so that's why they got Moting.
But anybody.
I mean, but if you got an up and coming striker that wants to make a name for themselves, it'd be like after a while, it'd be like I want to start, but then I can't. So
but he knows because Lewandowski's old. I mean, Lewandowski's maybe got another season or two.
Like you know who would have been a nice signing for Bayern in that case? I don't know what he's doing right now, but Michy Batshuayi. Like I think that would have been
Crystal Palace.
Is he at Crystal Palace? But like, is he playing?
I think so.
I don't think he starts.
Yesterday. He doesn't start, but I think he scored yesterday.
Yeah, I think that would be a good signing for Bayern. That's like a Lewandowski backup. He's a good locker room guy.
Go to Bayern.
Who?
From Tottenham.
Son.
Yeah.
Like they need like they need him now.
Don't they have wingers? Like how many wingers do they need, bro?
I don't know. If Son goes to Bayern, I'm gonna cancel my Sportsnet membership. Like it's not even fair at that point. Like they need him now. They need him. You just took Sané. You just took Sané.
They don't.
Bro, all I need.
Imagine Son and Sané.
They have Gnabry.
At the same time.
Can I read you guys this tweet?
They're pace merchants, bro. That's all it is. Sané, Gnabry, Davies.
Sané.
Yeah. You just have to say those 3 names, bro. That's ridiculous. And then they have Lucas Hernandez, who's Theo Hernandez's brother. So pace runs in the family now. Then you have friggin' Kimmich,
who's
just
honestly
Philip Lahm on steroids.
If Thomas Muller didn't play for Bayern, then I would love that. I would be able to actually enjoy that team. But
I hate Thomas Muller so much; it's unbelievable.
That I would never be able to enjoy Bayern Munich.
Why?
It's ridiculous.
Oh, Thomas Muller is like. Think of a rat.
The sweatiest goals.
He's okay. So look at his face. 1 main reason, right there. 2, he's racist. 3,
is he?
Yeah, he had a big problem with Boateng, Ozil, like non-German players playing on the German team.
Oh, same with Kroos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kroos is an Aryan, bro. Like it's understandable.
Kroos is the most annoying
Tony Kroos
player,
would be like
bro.
Adolf Hitler's godchild. Like if Adolf Hitler could create a human being, he'd create Kroos. Like if you really
Kroos is also just like he's just an old man.
He's just an old man.
He gets mad at Aubameyang for celebrating. He's like, I can't believe players celebrate. How could they be so happy when they score? What's wrong with you for being happy when you score?
Don't get mad because you haven't scored in the last 500 years, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
You old guy.
Whatever. But going back to what Machi said, speaking about teams who lose teeth with their top striker playing.
With.
Oh, let's look at Arsenal.
Oh, like I didn't want to go there, bro. I was like, we're just gonna skirt around the situation. I honestly, I don't know enough. I don't watch the team as much as I used to, because whenever I watch, it's like, this is what Andre must be feeling right now, and it just makes me sad. So I don't watch the games anymore.
Arsenal's the only team who could get your hopes up and be like, okay, like I saw a fight there. Like they play so good when they want to play, and then go to a team like Liverpool and
defecate.
Yeah. And then play in Europe the next week. Play like ass, first of all. The whole game played like ass. We missed countless chances. We still somehow got a bunch of chances, missed them all, finally score in the 87th minute, and then immediately concede.
Yeah, so
it's
a hard knock life, bro.
You can take Bayern Munich's injury list
and fill them
squad and fill them. Fill them with whatever players. Like second string players. You have Lewandowski, Gnabry, Leon Goretzka, Sula, Theo Hernandez, or not Theo. What's his name? Lucas Hernandez, Tolisso, Costa, and
those
then
now
Jerome Boateng, all injured.
That's a whole starting lineup, and they still have a team.
And they still have a team, and they're competing.
Yeah, that's scary. Milan doesn't have that. So
yeah, and then neither is like Dortmund's working towards that, but even them, they're not
Arsenal
crazy.
Doesn't have that either. We don't even have a starting 11. So I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah,
you have a core.
We have like
3.
a starting 6.
Yo, can we talk? Like, have you guys seen the murder show Real Madrid put against Barca?
No, actually,
I forgot the El Clasico was yesterday.
Well, I just kept seeing memes that Messi played like ass. That's all I've been seeing. I don't even know what the score was or anything.
Like Johnny said, or even you guys, this is a perfect example why derbies and El Clasico suck now. Yeah. Who gives a shit? A shit?
I got a notification when it was like Real Madrid versus Barca, and usually, like back in the day, I was like, "Oh
shit!" It's like cancel my plans. I'm watching that game.
Yeah, but now I was like, okay, I'm watching Milan and Parma.
Do I really? Yeah, do I really want to watch Vinicius Jr. right now?
No.
Listen, okay. I was at work with the ability to watch something, and I was looking for something to watch. Instead, I turn on a FIFA live stream. Like, just shows how bad that is.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, man. It's like, sorry, Vinicius Jr. just doesn't do it for me.
And it's not even like I'm looking for another, like, Galacticos against whatever. It's just like, if it was just a good game and just the fact that it's a derby, that it should give more spice, I would watch it or be interested to watch it. But now it's like, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care anymore.
I don't. That's exactly what it is.
So
like,
none of us watched it. Did you guys?
I watched the highlights.
I don't even know what the score was.
It was 2-1 Real Madrid. Barca at the crossbar in the last minute, but it was one of those. I don't know. It was just Benzema scored like a back heel type goal, and then Toni Kroos hit a free kick that bounced off like 4 people before it went in. So
I think football is going through like an equilibrium phase right now, where there's no really set in stone. This is the like maybe other than Bayern, but even then it's kind of iffy. There's like no. This team, and these 4 teams always Champions League, always a threat to win the cup.
As much as we call the League One a farmers league, like I think we could just start saying that PSG is one of the better teams in the league in the world, right?
Yeah, I would say it, but
like what Mbappe
also
did
is League One.
Yeah, and then they also did get dominated by Bayern. Bayern just couldn't finish, and Bayern still scored 2 goals. So who knows? Who knows?
But Mbappe ate food that game. He did things that I didn't know that was like his kind of style.
Mbappe is definitely. I don't know. You can make an argument for him almost being better than Haaland. Almost.
I would prefer Mbappe.
No. Listen,
I don't even know if we need to have this conversation.
It's not. No. Listen. Here's the thing. It's not about who you prefer. It's about if you have a team. What does the team need? Do you need an out-and-out goal scorer, or do you need someone who can create plays?
Honestly, Mbappe I can use Mbappe for both. So
yeah, but no. You can use Mbappe for both, but like if you like, there are. Outside of maybe Lewandowski, I don't think there's a talisman quite like Haaland. You know what I mean?
Somebody who Mbappe is that guy.
What do you mean?
Mbappe carried France, a team full of superstars, to the World Cup finals.
This guy was 19.
So did
he was 19.
So did Griezmann. Griezmann had the tournament of his life that year.
But if you take
see how no one's talking about him.
Because Griezmann is shit right now. All right. if Griezmann was playing nasty, they'd been like, France really used Griezmann. I think Griezmann in that tournament was one of the most underrated players.
But take in Mbappe. That's the reason why Mbappe is better, because he's versatile. On Monaco and even PSG, sometimes he plays on the wing, but he can also play striker.
Listen, if you have, for example, I'm not comparing Mbappe to Eden Hazard or something, but like. All right, no, but because Real Madrid have Benzema. So if you're a team like Barca, and you have people who can create plays, but you don't have a talisman, I think you just take Haaland, right?
Nah, I would take Mbappe, because Mbappe would take he would create something out of nothing, because when
you have players to do that already
on Barca.
Yeah,
no, you don't. Other than Messi,
Griezmann, you have Coutinho chilling on the bench. I mean,
think of it this way: if I had
he left Bayern.
If I had the best playmakers in the world, I know I can utilize Haaland, obviously. But that doesn't take into account possible injuries, take into account a rough game where whatever they're trying is not working. Who do I trust more to make something happen? Is Mbappe.
Yeah, but you also
who has a wider skill set?
No, okay, Mbappe. Yeah, Mbappe. But it's also like you guys are thinking it makes something happen from a standpoint of being able to take the ball, turn, dribble through players, and score. What about those plays where you have such a compact D line or something, and then just being able to skill through them doesn't work? What if you need that presence where the ball is in the air and you body 3 guys off you, turn, and with a first
you
time...
You think Mbappe's weak?
I'm not saying Mbappe is weak. I'm saying he's not going to outmuscle. He's not going to outmuscle the world's biggest defenders.
But the amount of times,
he's strong.
But you don't need. But that's what makes Mbappe so good, because he goes up against defenders that are always stronger than him.
Yeah.
But they can never defend him because he uses his brain. You don't need to.
I don't even know if it's his brain. I think it's just his sheer amount of pace that just he's able.
No,
to
you don't
burn.
get to that level off of just pace, because
I get that.
Sterling would be the best player.
I get that. I'm not denying that.
If Mbappe was quadruple teamed, who would I trust more to be able to draw defenders to him and then make the pass for someone else who is now open? Is Haaland going to do that?
I mean, no,
Haaland can. Yes,
I don't even know if he can. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think
I've seen him make. I seen one time he made like a pretty nice damn pass. I remember that one.
Yeah, listen, Haaland has it in his arsenal, but Haaland's thing is that I think the thing that separates Haaland and Mbappe from a purely hunter predator type of player would be Haaland's ability to have absolutely no space within his legs and being like, if I don't know if this is a bad example, but like this FIFA when you have like those cluster fucks, and sometimes you're just holding R2 with the sprint button and like R2 and the analog stick in one direction, and somehow your player just has the ball bounce off him, and he finds space just sheer off like strength. I think that's what Haaland offers. It's like sometimes in those games where, listen, Mbappe can dribble through players way better than Haaland. Mbappe can. I don't even know. Mbappe might be faster than Haaland, but I mean, Haaland just ran 36.75 kilometers an hour in his last game.
Maybe?
Okay.
No. But like Haaland just broke the record for the fastest sprint in the Bundesliga.
Was that with the ball or without the ball?
I have no idea.
Mbappe
I don't know, but...
is probably one of the fastest players with the ball.
With the ball, with the 100% with the ball. But like sometimes you're not. Sometimes a through ball you don't have the ball by your foot. A through ball you're chasing after a ball.
Okay,
he has enough
Haaland
acceleration to beat any defender.
So
I'm not even worried.
I'm not saying Mbappe is slow.
No. I know.
No,
I'm not.
I'm saying Haaland is just as fast. I think.
I'm not even going to argue with that. But what I will say is that, like you mentioned, Haaland is definitely stronger than Mbappe.
I think so. I think Haaland has the ability to find, when the ball's in like weird positions by
instinct.
Yeah. When the ball's like in weird positions by your foot, and you just like have no swing, no foundation to set up a proper shot. Haaland's able to take those positions and create chances out of them. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand. As an out-and-out striker, Haaland has a skill set to be one of the best, and he's probably going to be. He might be. Let me say he might be more useful than Mbappe in certain situations. I'm just saying, if I'm looking forward to a season where I may need multiple different things at different times depending on how the game goes, I would rather Mbappe be with me. Fair.
If
I had to pick two, if I had both, that'd be lit. But if I had to pick the two,
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair.
Right?
I don't think that's fair. I think, I don't know. I feel like
Haaland in his specialties, in the areas where he's really good, he's definitely better than Mbappe. But for the reason why I would take Mbappe is because he just offers me more options.
More options. Yeah, fair enough.
And Mbappe doesn't have like detriments. You know what I mean? So even the strength factor that Haaland is better than, like,
it's not like
Mbappe's still strong enough. Yeah, you know what I mean? And even if Haaland is faster than Mbappe's still fast enough.
Yeah,
it's crazy to think that. It's like one of the. I agree. Like, listen, this is a little bit of my bias came out in terms of Haaland, but no, you're absolutely right. I think, listen, those 2, point plain and simple, are going to dominate the league. They'll dominate the world very shortly.
Since Haaland is still young, like he still has things. But Haaland still has things to work on, and he hasn't had the amount of time Mbappe has to like manufacture or develop himself, even though they're both still young. So if Haaland develops his dribbling and his close control, then we would have more of a like, okay, who would we actually
Another
prefer?
thing is,
but right
like,
now
I don't know. Do you guys think this matters at all? But national programs towards the player's development. Like, do you think, for example, Mbappe has an advantage because he plays under France's France's international development program, whereas Haaland doesn't have such luxuries with Norway? Like, do you think that matters in terms of a player's development, or not really?
Mean now?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say so, because if we look at Brazil and their national team, the history the national team has, they should have the best players all the time, but they don't. They're going through a serious death in production. But like, because it's just, I feel like the culture in Europe is developed faster than other continents. So even though like France does have a history of developing players, but I think it's more important now with the clubs, especially since he's at Dortmund. You guys produce some of the best talents.
Yeah, I don't know. I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I just think because you're together for such a short period of time, like I don't think they're focusing much on player development at all. I think their main focus there is like team play, team thing, like figuring out a way to bring all these
youth development matches.
I'm talking about youth development though. I'm talking when you're in like your 16, 17, and 15.
Then
15,
yes,
16,
I think it could help. Yes.
But
so
I feel like
Mbappe had that head start. You know what I mean?
The only thing I'll argue is that England, the U21 team, for the last 3 years has been like top 5 best teams on the planet. And every time they come across to the full like professionals, is garbage and is boring to watch.
But like,
it's exciting to watch.
But that could also be a coaching. That could be like coaching staff, the way it's managed also.
Because you're also thinking like,
but that's like
now
that's the national team system.
If you're really thinking about it though, now anything under like if you're 21, 2020, like a lot of 20-year-olds, 21 players are already established players. So it's like when you have England's U21 team and then you're lining up with Sancho, Trent, Mason Mount, Reece James, or I don't know if Reece James is that old, but like if you're lining up with that as your team and you're versing, Mukoko, 16-year-old playing for Germany's, like it's not even a challenge. Like obviously going to run through the whole fucking thing.
That is also true. The level of competition is also way higher, but for England specifically.
But I think the reason for that is you made a good point, Machi, because Mukoko plays for Germany, but he's also like 16.
Yeah,
we have players that are literally 20 and 21. So by if Mukoko can, even though he'll lose, if he can keep up with a player that's 5 years his senior, by the time he gets to their age, he's going to be light years ahead of them.
Yeah, but England has a history that like they just
we can't develop players.
Yeah, their ability to just. Here's the thing with English players. I feel like English players more so than anywhere else. They're a lot more like if you go back then and like German. Here's the thing with German development. Any player who's under 20 years old for German are playing in youth systems for German clubs. Yeah. English 20-year-olds and English 21-year-olds, English 19-year-olds, they're held to such a high pedigree that they're able to go to the same German clubs that those under 20 kids are playing at, but being able to compete with the starting lineup. And I think that's what kind of separates that gap. So it's like, listen, Mukoko could be the most disgusting 20-year-old when he reaches that age. He's not going to win by himself. If there's a whole set of 21 English U20 players who are going all over the world to perfect their craft, it's like, listen, Mukoko is one of 11 players who's mastered his abilities at 20 years old. The other 11 are still playing for reserves teams in their respective leagues.
Yeah.
Where you have like Sancho's now just terrorizing the Bundesliga at 19. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like the English development program is held to such a high pedigree that they're just levels above anywhere else.
I don't know, because there's only a few players that are playing abroad that we actually have that are recognizable by name. Like you guys have Jude and Sancho.
Dude, I didn't even bring up. I forgot about Jude. Jude is probably the best young midfielder on the planet right now.
Right,
he is.
But then, other than him, Milan has Tomori, and he's playing nice. But other than that, I can't name a player, an English youth player that's playing outside of England that's performing well. Everybody plays in England.
I think
even so,
there's probably levels. Based on what Machi's saying, it sounds like your England's young development, I'm talking about like between the ages of like 6 and 12. Top notch, right? You're dealing the foundation and all that. But once you get older than that and you're getting into the U18s, U20s, U21 like national teams, it sounds like it kind of stagnates there because they're able to transition from the younger into the pre-professional younger age groups, but the transition from there into the top-notch professional is where
the problem is
where they hit the hitch.
They're too impatient with player development. Because you have a player like Jamie Vardy who got cut from Chelsea when he was like 12 or 13, the academy, and now he's like one of the best scorers in the Premier League.
I think one of the problems is they have
Jadon Sancho got cut from Man City.
That's what I'm saying. I think they have.
No, I think he wanted to leave because he wanted to play more first team football.
So Man City said that there isn't a spot for you on this team. If you want playing time, you have to go somewhere else. And Dortmund said, "Okay, we'll take it."
And to be honest, like he didn't really have a spot to play. Yeah. If they took him, he would have ruined his career.
Yeah, no. So Dortmund gave him the option. Look at City. There's no way even now it would be hard for him to be in that team. Even now.
But that's
just the way City works.
That also points towards a serious problem with the English Premier League. Is that when I look at the Bundesliga, majority of the players that are top are German or like players in and around that area. When I look at the Premier League, okay, Harry Kane, sure. Who else is like this guy is the best player in the Premier League and he's from England? I can't say. And even from Ireland or Scotland, McTominay?
No, you're right. No, you're right. Because that's another issue. I think England has too much money. Like they don't have to develop anybody. They can just buy.
Yeah.
Like, why am I gonna wait for Sancho if friggin' Sané's there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Arsenal have a lot of good young English talent coming up. No?
Yeah, but they don't really.
But that's because we don't have a choice.
Yeah, because like you guys don't have that pedigree anymore to like.
Perfect. Jesse Lingard. Like how much can this guy do until he got his shot?
And he's a perfect example actually. He's like 27, 28, and he's finally producing. Like he's actually a good player.
I think he always was a good player.
But that's normal. People don't understand. Starting your top notch at between 26 and 28 is normal. That's what it used to be.
That's what I'm saying. And England has gotten so used to be like, if you're 23 and you're not banging in at least 12 goals a game as a midfield, 12 goals a season as a midfielder, you're a friggin' flop.
And I think that's one of the reasons why when it comes to developing players from the age of 21 to 25, right? Like in professional, I think that's where I think the Bundesliga kind of outshines most other leagues. It's like you take a look at like a Kimmich, a Lewandowski, a Piszczek in his prime, right? You're looking at Thomas Muller, Leon Goretzka, right? It's like you're taking Manuel Neuer. You're taking players who are like, all right, they were scarlets at one point. They were, bright sparks, but then you turn them into consistent monsters, right? And it's like,
but I think the reason why is because the Premier League, and I'm not trying to like diminish the Bundesliga, but the Premier League has so much money going into it that they have to be overproductive. So they can't wait for a player to do. They can't wait 5 years.
Agreed.
To develop.
Do you know how many teams spend time developing? Like even Arsenal, like the way we're playing, like the main issue is you're seeing like negative progress. But what I'm saying is, if he had no pressure and he's like, listen, give me 4 years, let me build the squad, slowly build up, and then we'll start winning games.
Yeah.
No one's giving him that.
No one's giving you that time.
No one's giving any kind of manager that kind of time.
No
matter what manager you are. Like,
so you have to spend the money.
If this was the time, like 20 years ago, Ferguson would have been fired after his 5th season.
Wenger would have been fired too, bro.
Yeah. But we got, because there's so much money going. That's why, like, I know money makes the world go round and it helps the Premier League, whatever. Yeah. But that's why I feel like there's just been too much money going into football. Because
it's all results based now. It's like, now we have to win now. We can't win tomorrow. We can't win next year. Now we need it now.
And I even feel like that's may be one of the reasons why VAR was put in, because like we need more results or higher scores to make the game look interesting to like passerbys. Like, 4-1, that must have been a really interesting game. But then you watch it, it's like 4 penalties. It's like, okay, sure, cool, that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. I think we gotta wrap this up. I think we're hella over. It's okay. I might even cut this up into 2 parts. I don't know. I'll message you guys after. All right. So let's wrap it up, right? All right. So thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys listening. If you got all the way here, we'll give you no money. We'll just give you good times.
We'll give you lots of hugs and friendships virtually.
Yes, because that's what we do. We're here to spread love. Anyways, thank you so much for watching episode 39 of the Don't Think Too Hard podcast. Remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at DT2H podcast, at Don't Think Too Hard podcast, respectively. Check out our YouTube if you're listening to us to go, or if you're listening to us on YouTube. If you're seeing us right now, take us to go on any digital streaming platform, Stitcher, Apple Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, etc., etc., etc. Tell all your friends about us. Hit the notification to know when we go live. Stay tuned to amazing clips, content, anything and everything. We wish you an amazing Tuesday. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.